Welcome back. I'm Brent Meredith. Here with me now to talk about Nashville Pride kicking into high gear this spring is past president Alex Fortney. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Hi, Brent. Thanks for having me.
No, I appreciate you being here. It's great to get to see you. So I know we've only got a few minutes to get through everything, and I know there's a lot to talk about because Pride season is on us. So tell us a little bit, though, before we do jump into the details about yourself. I know you're past president, which means you were Pride president last year, kind of the first year back after COVID. So kind of tell us about your experience kind of living in the Pride world, kind of in through COVID and then after the fact.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Nashville native. I joined the Pride board about 5 years ago. Been heavily involved with our events and producing those and just making sure that everybody has a good time. I ran for president pre-pandemic and then was president-elect during the 2020 season. It was absolutely heartbreaking to cancel the festival.
Yeah.
It was really exciting to come back last year. Despite only getting half a weekend due to the rain.
I know, right? It was like literally like a sucker punch, an insult to injury.
Yeah.
But the fun part about it all was, you know, still seeing people so excited. It was still well attended despite the rain. You know, people stayed in the parade, people watched the parade. I was proud of us for getting wet.
Yeah, this is our second parade with our second rainstorm. So Nashville's been very kind and understanding about inclement weather in June. So.
Yeah. So I did mention a few of the upcoming Pride events in some of the earlier segments that Chuck and Pam and I were doing, but I wanted to kind of go a little bit more in depth with you about Martinis and Jazz, and that's coming up this month on Thursday, April 28th. There's a little graphic for it. It's going to be at Center 615 right here on Main Street in East Nashville, and this event has evolved and moved and changed and shifted over the years, but it's always been a good time. What can we expect this year at Center 615 for Martinis and Jazz?
Yeah, of course. Well, you know, the event's grown significantly over the last several years. You know, we've got about 400 people that we expect to attend this year. This is our first year back since 2019. We didn't have it in 2020. So super excited to get everybody together for this. It is our largest annual fundraiser outside of the festival and the parade. And you can come and attend and support Pride by purchasing a ticket. You can also bid on some really great silent auctions and some live items. Bacon and Caviar is catering the event for us, so we'll have some delicious food and, of course, delicious drinks, delicious and strong drinks that will be passed around by some of our favorite drag queens in town.
Is there going to be, I know in past years there's been a signature cocktail. Is there going to be a signature cocktail this year with a creative name? Or is that we can't disclose yet?
We'll have to rely on our friends at Tito's to tell us closer to the event time, but I'm sure they're in the lab working on it now.
No, that's fantastic. And so, as I was saying before, Martinis and Jazz is kind of my reminder, personally, that Pride season's on us, right? Like, it's here, so let's start thinking about it. And of course, that involves membership, buying tickets to things, and you guys have had some different options over the years as far as, you know, different ways that you can get in, different pricing levels. But I thought you might want to talk a little bit about where you are sort of right now with those things.
Yeah, our Friends of Pride program has been incredibly successful in the past. It's offered people the ability to kind of pay throughout the year for a bundle of tickets, right? That is coming back this year, but Friends of Pride is being retooled a bit. We're looking forward to relaunching that program as more of a donor program and sustaining membership program. So expect some announcements about that coming soon. But for the festival itself, we will have $10 weekend passes available, plus VIP and Friends of Pride tickets, all on sale on April 14th. VIP and Friends of Pride options start at $229, I believe, and there are some payment plans available.
Well, and we've got a couple minutes left, and I always like to touch on this because, you know, people sometimes hear the price points and they think, eesh, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to explain what that money is paying for.
Yeah, so it's not cheap to put on a festival in Nashville. So our sustaining donors help us cover costs throughout the year. It helps fund our charitable giving as an organization, giving back to other LGBTQ plus supporting organizations in the Nashville area. It also helps pay for events, for drink tickets at events, for mixers. It does not pay the board, unfortunately.
They're volunteers.
On our all-volunteer board, but it really helps us keep the wheels moving, and it helps us with our ability to provide additional programming beyond just a 2-day festival. And that's something that I think is really important to this group.
And that's wonderful to hear. And to your point, that's exactly right. I mean, just shutting down streets for the festival, people don't realize how expensive that is for the police to be out, and all of the elements that come with that. So we've got 1 minute left, and I want to make sure you have an opportunity to thank some sponsors and tell us who we can thank for helping make the event happen.
Yeah, of course. So I especially want to call out Nashville Lifestyles for being a great partner of the Martinis and Jazz event. Of course, Tito's Vodka is going to be providing the martinis this year. And Center 615 is a new location for us this year. In the past, we've been at East Ivy Mansion, but we've gotten too big. So I actually went to a wonderful event at Center 615 several months ago. I'm so excited about the venue change, and I think our community is really going to like it.
Me too, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that, but we've got about 20 seconds left, and I wanted to give you one last opportunity to tell people where can they go to buy those tickets and to look for those deals on the 12th of April. Yeah,
it's going to be the 14th
I'm sorry, the 14th.
April. It's okay. NashvillePride.org, and of course all of our social media accounts. Please, please, please come to Martinis and Jazz. It'll be a great time. Hope to see you there.
As someone who's been before, I can second that, and it will be. I'm really looking forward to being there this year. But of course, we're always out of time, right when things get interesting. But you can always follow us on social for breaking news, and you can enjoy clips of the show anytime at outandabouttoday.com. Thanks for watching. Good night.